Odds are a topic that is closely related to probability and used primarily when we get into gambling and scenarios like that. To start off, we can discuss what we mean by the idea of odds in favor and odds against. To start off, we could talk about if a university has a 25% acceptance rate. That would mean that for every 100 people who apply, 25 are accepted. One source that I looked up cited Illinois State University as having an 86% acceptance rate. This means that for every 100 people who apply, 86 are accepted. We could take each of these percentages or probabilities and represent those as odds in favor and odds against. The 25% acceptance rate we could represent as 25 colon 100, meaning 25 to 100. And the 86% acceptance rate we could represent as 86 to 100 odds in favor. Now, even though we use this different notation, putting a colon between the two numbers, really these values are still just fractions, meaning that we can look at reducing the numbers on each side. So with that 25 to 100, both of these numbers are divisible by 25, which would turn this into, instead of 25 to 100, 1 to 4 odds in favor of getting accepted to that first school. And for ISU, both of these numbers are divisible by 2. So our odds in favor could be represented as 43 to 50. Another way of saying odds in favor is just to say odds for. So the odds for getting accepted to ISU, or the odds in favor of getting accepted to ISU, would be 43 to 50. To represent odds against, we just take those odds in favor and reverse the values. So the odds against getting accepted to the first school would be 4 to 1. And the odds against getting accepted to ISU would be 50 to 43. We can apply this idea to looking at drawing a card at random from a standard deck. We want to know what are the odds for drawing a heart. So there are 13 different ways we can draw a heart. To 52 minus 13 cards that aren't a heart, so subtracting out the 13 cards, leaving us with just 3 suits, brings our odds down to 13 to 39. Both of these values are divisible by 13, so we could reduce this down to the odds in favor being 1 to 3.